Alrighty, we are back again with another matchup with Kimo versus uylsseaot. He has done some pretty good work in here. We have seen Kimo just play another Egyptian round a second ago, so we will have to go see if this is secondary one is going to be where we're having action. We want to have some good action here as well as the last game, which was also very well done. So let's go ahead and keep up that battle, and let's keep up this in action and see what we got going on. So, as always, we got Hades on the board and Ra. Switching it up from Set to Ra. Let's see if Kimo can bring Ra back. Can Ra come back in action? Alright, let's look for some of these wonderful artifacts. The last player we saw, he was grabbing all the artifacts on the board. Top north corner, let's see what we got. We have the common spelling, naturally. We have the sledge. Yeah, that's how you pronounce that. Removes the favor cost of the fortress type buildings. Sets favor cost to 0. Moving a bit more south, we do have some berries and a flying eagle above. Maybe it's a turkey vulture, sensing the impending doom. Dwarven calipers. Siege weapons are cheaper from food, wood, and gold by 20%. Very good. Center of the map, which will probably be the best one we have here, is the armor of Achilles himself. Pardon my dying cough here. Increase of the hack armor of infantry. Vulnerability hacks minus 5%. You think, I guess it does make a little bit sense, but you think it would do a bit more of that, you know, Achilles and all, Achilles heel, you know what I'm saying? Lower corner, we have the crown. Town and village centers cost less and generate favor. Look at that. Less 10 on the wood and 10 on the gold and work of favor. So those are our artifacts on the board. Northern Hemisphere does have a bit more. So Ra and Hades. Let's see how this is going to go for our teams here. Okay. Getting back in the action. Let's go see who's exploring what on the board and see what we got going on here. Okay. Kimo has not captured or discovered any artifacts yet. The sheep are being stolen. Ulysses is taking all of the sheep because why not? They're all him. All these sheep belong to him. They will be taken from Kimo's base and brought over to his for further harvesting. Temple on the board, 3 minutes on the board. We do have halfway up to classic. Athena already coming through, 3 minutes in. This is a very quick up age from Ulysses. We already see Ajax coming on the board here. He's speaking multiple languages, just so you folks can hear him. He's been shifted across the board to do a little bit. Oh, look at that. He's been told to get the artifact and go back to his temple. But will he be able to cross through the oasis of trees? I'm going to find out. So look at that. Ulysses will take this. He'll get the armor of Achilles. Ajax holding the deceased Achilles armor here. He's going to bring it home. He wants to make sure we keep this for safe guarding. Maybe for Thanksgiving dinner? I'm not too sure. One of those two. Working his way across. Minotaur coming across the board, saying hello, giving me a high five as he brings this back to his temple. Okay, that's great. We have one on the board captured. Let's go see how Kimo's doing for his relics. We have some obelisks on the board. No relics spotted yet. We do see a hunting party for the giraffes, which will be on the board as well. We do see him going up through Pitach as well. So here we go. Classic coming in as well. He's on the board. We do not see a single one of those yet. We do have that Minotaur that might be spotted soon by that obelisk. That could come into question here. How did that Minotaur get away without being spotted is beyond me. Oh, and there he comes in. He's on the board now. We do see him. We know he's there. We do understand that he is there. All right. As usual, we have a scout here hacking away with his steak knife, trying to take out that obelisk, but he sees a Minotaur coming across on his own team, and the announcer has that all messed up. Minotaur is telling the scout, I will do the heavy lifting here, you just stand by. I will take care of the rest. I feel like Ulysses is going for the next relic. Look at this. He is going for it. I love some people how they can get into these relics so quickly and take them to town. That is so impressive. I always do appreciate a good impressive attack on that. All right. Next relic's on the board. Second TC is now on the board up as well for Ulysses. We have that scout getting shot in the butt. Meanwhile, the Minotaur is just going to hang out as we still continue to take the sheep away. We should have a nice little advancement of sheep here going on. 8 sheep on the board. Let's compare the sheep levels, folks. We got 8 sheep on the board. We got 4 sheep on the board. Okay. Alrighty. Obelisk still in wide pursuit. Haven't seen a single artifact on that, but let's check his temple just to double check. We have the white jet waiting around the corner. Nothing in there. Alrighty. The giraffes are still spotted. Center is nothing going on. 17 houses going up. That's good. Alrighty. Let's go check his temple. Let's see if he actually captured. He captured a 3rd artifact without me even seeing it. That's how quick he is. That is how quick he was able to do this. So that is interesting. I like that a lot. Stand by while I cough myself to death here. And we will see how this is going to be going, because I believe it will be nice. It'll be a good time. It will be a good time. All right. So we have some monkeys being captured up top here. Unlike the red rear baboons, we have the typical monkeys just, you know, hanging out. Investigating what the butter knifers are doing here. They're just, you know, hacking away with some butter knives and some archers, you know, sniping off this guy here. This guy's like, you know what, I don't even mind that. You guys go ahead and shoot my friend. I'll just hang out. Wall's going up in the center, trying to protect his gold and food resources in the northern hemisphere as well. Ajax putting in some legwork here, grabbing the 4th and only relic on the board. Ulysses will take every single relic on his board. This will help him with the increased favor, cheaper siege weapons, and the increased hack as well. This one here was the town and villagers cost less. And they generate favor. That favor piece is what I'm going to be looking forward to, especially for the Hades side of that. If he's going to continue to do some Minotaurs, then we're going to want to see that. Here comes Achilles himself. As I mentioned, he was deceased earlier and he had his armor. Well, guess what? Now he's back alive, but he has no armor. Second TC being harassed by the Minotaur, the White Jet and the Priest coming in to take work on him. He notices that, has to get out of there. Achilles will move up to the northern hemisphere as well. They could put some work into that White Jet if needed. And that could be something that we see here. He wants those giraffes and he also wants that. So we're going to have some heated action up here in the very north of trying to control resources. The south, not touched at all. We have several monkeys unobscured by gathering. Armory on the board. Houses going up around those typical cast towers. Houses coming up over here. We have... how many of this? Is this 5? 5 barracks coming up on the board. Which means Kimo will start pumping military. We do have 2 stables and 2 archer ranges. My brain is not working today without the coffee. But we will work on it. Scouting happening, checking out to see what we can see. He does notice that he does have the gold. Achilles taking some shots in. Ajax has been fully pumped up by taking all of those relics all day long. Unfortunately, Achilles is getting a shot in that Achilles heel of his. So he is already down halfway health. How much favor are we getting from that artifact, I wonder, anyway? Is it a noticeable difference, I wonder? They only have 1 villager gathering favors, so it just counts as an extra villager. As you see up here, it said there was 1. But you look over it, it says 2. So it appears that it's actually going to be trickling 2 instead of just the 1 itself. We do have a heroic on the board by Ulysses, which makes sense due to that early town center. We do have the Pegasus and the Manticore chilling out in the basement. Lower hemisphere map. Spearman coming in. Hippias not doing much work. He will lose his northern hunt. Minotaur getting some AoE in there. Special attack going on the board. Fortress going up, protect his gold. He wants to keep his gold. He doesn't want to lose that. And Kimo wants to capture both of these gold mines in the north. You know, the south is nothing. That Manticore has decided to change paths as he gets poked by a spearman, which is very brave. By that spearman, mind you. He was poking the beast from behind. Which is something you have to be worried about when you're poking beasts. And Manticore's attacks are coming in pretty strong on this part as well. Fortress is almost up. This military doesn't have the best health in the world here. Let's go ahead and reveal the full. Kimo does have a significant amount of military, 68 numbers versus 33. Once that fortress has came up, he's able to use his god power and get those sentinels up, protecting as well. So this is going to be good for him. Although he does have 6 villagers doing nothing. Which you should see. There we go. Back in gold. Kimo does observe that he wants to hold a lower using god power of rain. He was going to make it rain on them. This pharaoh has called it in. This gentleman here is raking his berries in his farm instead of picking them. And he will throw those into a bucket into his granary. Sentinels put in some work here. Ajax half health. Achilles going down. Priest moving in. Manticore also not touched too much yet on this battle. We have some upgrades coming across the board, but more importantly, we do see a mythic coming over here too. Which once that gets on the board, that's going to change things up as well to the difference of the matter. Which could be pretty severe for him. I'm not sure why that's pushing forward with such small numbers. That will get shredded. And Ajax, the relic man of our days, has fallen. The hero. A hero has fallen. I think that's how you might want to say it. Well, it happened. Smart. High pass coming out as well. Massive army of slingers on the board, though. Toxotes and high pass. Switching it up. Hippias will not be engaged for much longer, as his military disappears and he can't see them. Where did they go? Where are they? He suspects they're probably behind that wall, but they might surprise a certain villager soon, which would cause some issues. He does see that with his Pegasus. Ulysses is having a hard time maintaining that full north control. He does have his one gold mine centered up here by that TC, which is looking pretty nice for him here. Villager coming to rebuild that. Where's that army? I thought that was going to be right here. He went down to see if he had the TC. He does not have that TC. He's not worrying about that. He is pushing up now, so let's see what happens when he sees that. Well, he must... How would he know? Not in time, though. Not in time. We do have the Plenty Vault up. Walls... I think we're getting the tower upgrade. He is, okay. That... I don't know what happened here. I would have figured he would have pushed through and just massacred all of those villagers all at once, as there's no military down there at all. And that would be an extremely bad day for him. He waited and now he has his tower upgraded, and he's not even going to push that, so get in there. Massacre the villagers. Put some work in. 2 villagers down. 3 villagers, 4 villagers. 5 villagers down. Alright, he's going after the Citadel. Colossus Siege Tower. Healing on the board. Will it make enough though? Will it be enough? Slinger's going down. Medium Toxites, medium Hoplites. Regular Hippias. Colossus fell to pieces. He couldn't handle the heat. Could not survive the heat. It was just too much for him. And we see no longer attacking down here. I'm sorry, I just don't know what the point of that was, but hey. Then again, I'm also not a high level Elo player. Moving in, here we go. Siege Tower coming back in. Round 2, medium coming on the board. 4 Ulysses, medium armor, medium weapons. Lots of upgrades going to be coming in. Another Colossus on the board. Silver Colossus this time. Alright. in full retreat here, getting back into gauge. He's got several siege towers coming up. This Citadel stronghold and Midfield stronghold, both hanging out. But we have a fortress also putting in some work. Trying to push back as both players are getting medium units coming in here as well. Achilles is back on the board. Trying to make that difference. Medium pop plays getting those armor upgrades in here now as well. Both units having some medium upgrades. Ooh, we do see some bronze shields coming up. And bronze armor too. And Kimo has decided that it's time to get into this mythic fight as well. Kimo taking the advantage now on the score. By over a K. This could be that comeback that we're all talking about. Raw making a comeback. Scarab chilling out in the base. A couple siege towers coming in for some hits as well. Underworld passage being built. And he will utilize that to sneak attack with the underground passage over to his farm. And the siege towers will come in as well. And as he pushes him back, he attacks him into his fortress. Now his army will come back out of that underground passage. And back on the playing field he goes. Fortress going down pretty quickly. Left a few siege towers. That TC went down as well. Butter knives on the board. Villagers are not standing for this. They will not tackle. They will not allow that to happen. They're coming back through the underworld. Coming up to clean up those villagers. That's going to feel pretty hard on Kimo's advantage on the lead. Ulysses now pulling up on the score as well. Although Kimo is putting in good work to this base, however, that's not doing the villager damage that we really should be working on. We are facing quite a bit down here. He will now go back to the underworld and help re-engage. And here we're back in action. Ulysses, iron shields, iron armor, all on the board, while bronze shields are kind of on the board. Mythic coming up as well. That god power will come in soon. Heavy toxites, medium hoplites. And here we go. Look at the crumbling pieces of doom in the sky. This does not look glitched at all. This is exactly what it should look like, folks. This is what we should all be seeing here with one of the funniest... Oh my goodness. Look at all the economic upgrades now coming across the board for Kimo, taking full advantage of that. So we're brought back to equalizing it. We do have the Avenger picking off some of these. That area attack is just such a great thing. You have a few of those that come in, they can just smack a lot of trouble going on. Thought there was a Colossus in there. That'd be pretty funny if Colossus jumped in there. That'd be wild, actually. Not much of a military now on this side, though. He does have a lot of economic upgrades coming in. They both are deciding to get the extra wood cutting in the same time. I did just see a couple of other upgrades come on the board here. Bronze armor, bronze weapons, heavy slingers. That's good. I thought he had iron. Okay. Medium. Both upgrades on both. Map control pretty decent on both as well. That will go down. He will not be able to... Oh my goodness. That was a nice little play. I did not see that coming. They were hiding in the siege tower, plopped out, and then say hello to a full army. Gotta try to heal it, otherwise he may lose it. Restoration coming on the board. He will send in a retreat. Silver Colossus will eat some gold to get his health back up. He's hungry. Thirsty for that gold. Continuing to regen from eating that gold. Gold. Look at that, just stabbing gold, grabbing with his fist while they're all trying to mine. The villagers like, hey man, what are you doing? Why are you eating all our gold? You're just massacring our gold piles. Now he is on the pushing of the assaults here. Ulysses is moving down further. We do see a lot of military being produced up here. A lot of champion axemen. There's also upgrades here. We do have some heavy infantry coming on the board as well with Olympian weapons, which will be a nice upgrade for him. The Axe of Ven is coming in as well. He did claim his TC. He's going to try to do his own walls up here, as the baboons will interfere. TC is down. Siege tower is falling as well. We do see a lot of blue coming into this TC. Those axemen that I was looking at a second ago, they're pulling in full. They're coming in. He's got unlimited axemen. He's got some villagers on standby as well. Bet you once that falls, here it comes. Once it's down, this villager has no idea that there's an entire army decapitating his forces, and he will just lay down and go down. Butter knives coming in board as well here. You see, these villagers know how to put work in. They will also attack. And it is now down. This is when those villagers should get in there. Although I do not know where they went. Well, there they are. Bringing in the wood. They are going to just hang out in the forces here and just chill. Well, the other villagers will build. These ones are just hanging around a little bit here. Lots of shades coming in as well. Unable to get that TC up. He will come back. Trebuchets. Catapults. Call for death are coming across the board now too. The gold mine eater is coming on up north. Unlimited amount of axemen being produced here by Kimo. 49 on the wood. Food, sorry. 25 on the gold. We do have Ulysses is having way too much on his wood. 22 on his wood. Not enough food or gold to keep producing that military. He will push him back though. And the market almost fell as well. We'll come in and harass this stronghold trying to go up. That Colossus does mad damage to that. It will go down. Those villagers will also go down. Although, as you can see, you're just going to have continuous amount of axemen being pushed in here. Another Avenger coming on the board as well. Lower hemisphere action is Town Center reclaimed. Shooting farms, which is not very high action faction. I'll give you a closer view though. The arrows are landing from the center of the town. Alrighty, another military structure down. We have the first Silver Colossus, who will not be able to eat any more gold. He will go down as well. Fair was putting in work on these Colossus. You'd want to kind of get him out of here to reclaim the victory on that sense. Otherwise, you're just going to continue to feel the pain. And if you continue to feel the pain, that's not going to do a whole lot of good for you. You know, you want to keep pushing. But hey, moving in. His northern hemisphere is under attack. Catapults are doing some good damage to his military unit buildings. Villagers are not being relocated to safer wooded areas. For example, there. They're just going to hang out in front line. The Avenger is here, putting some work as well. We'll focus on this. Another restoration on the board. You see that coming up quite a bit based on the fact he has extra gatherers on the favor with that extra artifact too. Catapults putting some work here. Towers will go down. The Avenger is showing off his goods, and he is no longer showing off any goods. His goods have been not bought. This guy is eating the forest. He's chewing down trees to get his health up while we are continuing the fight. Does not want to lose him that quickly and realizes his importance to keep him in the game. Pardon me. My deathly cough. I will turn down the volume a little bit on that part. And then that should be a bit better for his. Okay. Colossus moving back in. Eating trees will not help him, as he did not get a chance to do anything and just died. Perfect. Chiron on the board. Fighting a priest. Not sure that should be allowed, but hey, he's on it. He's on it. Taking a few troops back here as well. Empty Vault doing its work. Quick scan across the board. We have some priests shooting his magical arrows of love at that wall. Colossus also on the board again. The unlimited amount of military being produced here, like if we look at the total military too, it's going to be something pretty wild. He obviously wants every TC he can for that population. You got 245 right now versus 210 max pop. Military 118 to 65. This could be the end here for Ulysses. That constant force come across the board. We still have another tornado, which might be a bit hard to use at this point. 24 on food, 26 on gold for Ulysses. And we're looking over at 49 on food to 52 on gold for Kimo. This will make the ultimate difference in building that military, so that will ultimately push. He's unlimited supply. Oh my goodness, look at the caravans. Look at the caravans. How much are they bringing? Can I... 33 each. Unlimited stream of caravans, and if we should have one down south here too. Okay, you're doing some now. You might need a bigger stream though. This guy's getting a constant stream, like gold, 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 gold. He's still able to hold back this fight though. 26 minutes in and we are still holding. There will be a significant amount of losses. He's eating his gold to keep his health up. Multiple towers going up as well. That will create some other chaos here with that Citadel stronghold too. The losses, the casualties of this battle will be very heavy for Kimo. How much? Oh, that does eat the gold pretty good too, actually. It's actually kind of funny because not only does it heal him, it also takes his gold. Pushing him back still. Heavy Toxites, heavy Peltas on the board. Wall upgrade coming in. That is such an impressive caravan. I've never seen such an impressive caravan. And that's got to be the title of this game. Can caravans win you a game in a pro match? Well, stay tuned. We're about to find out. More upgrades. Chariot Archers coming on the board. Heavy Spearmen. You're going to change it up from the Slingers. Still eating the gold, though. He's not happy with that. His priests are targeting him. Gold mine gone. Other Colossus taking down the towers in his path. Carrier Pigeons coming on the board. More oil for that. Heavy Hippias and heavy Hoplites. So they're both going to change it up now all of a sudden. The Hoplites won't do much because he's not going to continue to do his ranging. He's going to be going for some Camels and the Slingers and back the Axemen. That's a lot of range on these guys. You guys have so much range. Tower, Stronghold are defeated. That unlimited amount of military has been slowed down. Population still has lots to go. Ulysses is now pushing him back, pushing Kimo back. When we just saw Kimo was obliterating everything in this path, which we were suspecting could have changed the outcome of that battle. Got some Axemen trying to take out the walls. We have a lot of domination coming down here. We do have some caravans coming across. Not nearly as much as this, though. This is an absolute chaos of stream of gold coming through. There we are. The gold Colossus are upgraded, and they're just eating that building for breakfast. Annihilating it, everything in its path. Doubtful that you'll be able to keep taking that on and rocking and rolling without more action. Oh, is he gonna see it? We gotta go see Ulysses. If he sees this, he's not gonna see it. Not gonna realize there's a marketplace there. I do kind of want to see him push back and just enough to see it, though. I would like that. If his slingers keep macroing back here, he will start seeing it. This army is falling apart, though. Towers are up everywhere, though, which is kind of nice for him to have. More military are coming to back up, but you might want to reconsider. He's eating his gold mine. His villager is not happy. He's butter knifing the Colossus while he eats his gold mine. Let's take a closer look here. He is gobbling up that gold. The priest went down. He's not happy with that. He's already mining his gold in front of his base while eating his gold. And there goes the villager. Just like that. Alright, we're back in action. Alright. Still getting his gold as well. No caravan. Oh, marketplace was spotted, but we didn't see the caravan yet. And this is a great battle. This is a truly a good fight. This is going to be a great game. Colossus moving back. Colossus moving up. No more Avengers coming across. 45 food. Really strong on the food. However, Ulysses is needing to get more action on his food as well, because he does not have enough action right now. This is one of those games where you see it absolutely ginormous, considering totality here. So these axemen are still working on that wall. He does continue to repair them once in a while. This guy does seem to do that. Yes, must seem to have all of his military unit buildings going all for here. Continue his flow of soldiers coming in. Alright, so the mining did not succeed up in front of his base. This guy's just hanging out. Not sure where he's heading. He will have to come back a bit, let some of these towers do some action. Because they should dump some oil on him. Yeah, there comes the oil. Here comes the hot oil. Did not see that caravan yet. I'm not sure what's happening here, but I guess these guys are trying to get to their own place, but they are... I do not understand. I guess that's... I never thought of scouting with caravans. You think that's what he's doing with these? Or they're just trying to get there, so they're just running through the entire map because they can't get there. I don't really understand this. But hey, that's not for me to understand. Still trying to get some gold up here. I was gonna say, Champion Slingers and Champion Axemen should be on the board soon. We do have the catapults shooting rocks at him. Gotta admire the resources that he currently has. 1.4k food, 2k wood, 60 coming on the gold. There it is. He sees it. Just for a little bit, though. We're starting to break the southern hemisphere. We don't have any military down. Oh, we have a little bit down here, but not enough to protect it. I hope he does send some other ones down there to help. He's sending that pile down now, it looks like. Oh, it was, but now... Okay, there we go. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Another good underworld play. The Avengers coming in as well. He should use that time, build up some defenses, because he could attack with whatever he's got left on that part. That is a significant amount of barracks. Over what Kimo has. Kimo's ready for it. He wants to show some severe action coming in over here, and if that could be a bad day for him. Most apologies for my dying of my cough of death here. Okay, alrighty. We do have that part being conquered pretty good here. The north is, while he's no longer in the underworld, his soldiers can't get up there. Champion chariot archers, multiple catapults, heavy catapults at that, are just massacring the towers of defense. Forces will try to come back. Fortress will try to come back as well. He's cleaned up the south pretty good on that, but he will obviously continue to get that infinite source, which are being distracted by caravans. And being butter knife as well. Alright. He does have 32 on gold now as well, so Ulysses is trying to catch up on the gold. We are going to have a gold issue eventually with the gold mines, and if we don't get this caravans up as much as the other player, Ulysses will ultimately fall short if he can't do it. The Slingers put in some pretty good work here. That force that was up there that did conquer it is now fallen. And we don't have much of a military presence now. Caravans are still walking around the map, getting stuck on corners. Is that a raid building? Okay. Is that actually scout for him, having that there? I think so. Southern Hemisphere is still under attack, still moving in. Trying to make some damage here, but he is still conquering it as we go, which is going to cause him some issues here. So that's interesting enough to say the least. So lots of Slingers putting in some champion work down here. Siege Tower is not able to do much. We do have lots of these. We do need to get some Hippias built, then you're not doing it, which is due to your gold issues. And if he gets interfering with your donkey caravans, this is not going to be a good day if you don't recalibrate. Catapults are up. They are putting some extreme pressure on the crumbling siege towers. Oh my goodness. That catapult is causing mad chaos. Kimo is pulling a significant advantage now on this front. 2,600 food still, 60 caravans untouched. This will be a very epic battle here. These catapults are putting severe work into any building in its sight. Komodos and some Hippias coming in to try to make work of those catapults. Look at the battle. 105 military for Kimo versus 20. Where is that coming up? I wanted to see where the Titan Gate was going to come. Yeah, and with the Titan Gate comes the end. Where was that being constructed? He was going to start doing the Titan Gate. 23% done. Wow, what a game. Let's go take a look at that timeline, because I want to see some of the... Let's go look at the civilian units. Go look at some of the idle villagers. Yeah, Kimo did have a lot at one point. Where is the gold? Significant amount of gold, especially near the end, using those caravans. Kimo had a lot of wood, and the food, Kimo's... Oh yeah, look at that. Once he lost those farmers, and there goes the end.